Is Usopp the narrator of One Piece? Lots of people have speculated that Brook is the narrator, but that doesn't make sense because then One Piece would have been a musical.
The hills are alive with the sound of music.
I think Usopp is the narrator. Usopp is a storyteller, and One Piece fits his narrative style perfectly. The inconsistent heights of the characters, particularly the villains and larger-than-life characters. The latest chapter of One Piece, chapter 1111, gives us even more evidence, which we will discuss later. Let's start with Usopp exaggerating characters' sizes and their personalities. Here are some examples from the story. And then we faced a Marine Admiral for the first time. He was easily twice as tall as any of us, at least 9 feet. He was terrifying. All the Yonko were huge, the size of buildings. Big Mom was the size of a monster. This could explain the size inconsistencies with the story. Odin and Nolan are legends to Usopp, so it makes sense that they are exaggerated. This also explains why Enma is the perfect size for Zoro. Usopp is greatly exaggerating Odin's size. There are a few arcs where the story is more serious than usual. If Usopp is the narrator, these changes make sense. For example, Water 7, when Usopp was fighting Luffy. This battle was portrayed to be more serious. Marineford featured the death of Ace, Luffy's brother, an event that hit Usopp and all the Straw Hats pretty hard, especially since they couldn't be there for Luffy. These 3 examples help support this theory that Usopp is the narrator. It also explains some of the small plot inconsistencies in the story. Nami is an expert navigator who is creating charts for Arlong, a fishman born and raised in the Grand Line, but she has no idea how to navigate the Grand Line. With the recent release of Chapter 1111, we can see a map where all of our heroes are on Egghead Island. We see that everyone has a cutesy, simple drawing in the Lafo Phase map, except for Usopp, where he looks a lot cooler than everyone else, implying that he drew the map, which adds another reason for him being the narrator. Who is Usopp telling this adventure to? Who knows? His and Kai's potential kids or grandkids? Whoever Luffy gives the Straw Hat to? If Luffy does so. Maybe the Usopp pirates or their kids. This could be a very touching moment to the anime, and I hope will happen in the future. In one of my previous videos, I speculated about who might perish next. I included Usopp on this list. If Usopp is the narrator, then obviously he makes it to the end. What do you think? Is Usopp the narrator of One Piece?